Hello everybody, welcome to the Boboleros podcast. And this is episode 26, and on this podcast we are going to talk about my latest finished object, which is also a new pattern design that I am so excited to share. And you might notice there's a lot of pink around me. And that's on purpose because we are celebrating the premiere of the Barbie collection. Yes, I don't think it's possible to ever outgrow Barbie, and I'll explain what I mean. We'll also be drawing the winner of our giveaway of Bien Aimee, and I'll show you what's on my needles. So let's get started. So Boboleros is a podcast primarily about knitting, but we do often talk about inspiration from the classical arts, music, and random drippings from the brain pan that do often occur. So welcome. Get yourself a effervescent beverage, preferably champagne. I think we're ready for some champagne today. And let's get started. So first, let's draw the giveaway prize. So let me just refresh your memory. And this is the Bien Aimee, beautiful colorway, Fujimoto, and this is in the cashmerino base. And so I did a random number generator, and the winner is G-Guess, G-E-Guess. So welcome, congratulations, G-Guess, and please get in touch with me at info@thegrandmanor to redeem your prize, and also get that right out to you. And we do have another giveaway, which will be announced a little bit later, and it might just pertain to any of the yarn in back of me, which I will share with you soon. So let's just talk about the Barbie movie. I know there's been a lot of hype about the movie, and goodness gracious, what does Barbie mean to you, if anything? I'll explain what Barbie was to me growing up. I was a kid growing up in the 70s, and in those days I saw the commercials for Barbie. I have to say, other than one Barbie that I had, I didn't really get that much into it. I thought it was cute with the clothes, and I would occasionally make clothes for a Barbie that I had. But what I did find fascinating was the Barbie where you could, it was like a head of a Barbie and you could put makeup on her. So it was like you could do her hair and makeup. And that was pretty much what inspired me in terms of Barbie. So I won't say that I was like a tremendous purveyor of Barbie stuff. Also, my parents couldn't afford much when we were growing up, so we'd have to figure out things. And so that's how I learned a lot of the things that I know. I learned how to craft a lot because it just was out of necessity. And I'm so grateful for that. But in any case, here I am all these decades later celebrating Barbie, and I had to stop and ask myself, why is it, Margaret, that you're into this at this stage in your life? And it's with reflection, I thought, because it's a celebration. And it brings us back to episode 1 of the podcast, which if you saw it, it was back in November 2022, and it was called Think Pink. The idea being pink has an effervescent quality of new life, new beginnings, joy, beauty, hope, all the good things, all the deeper things. And for me, Barbie is a representation of ultimate freedom, the freedom to be you. I love how Barbie, I was reading up on the history of Barbie, which really began in 1959. And it just really had so many iterations, and some of the collection that you'll see today is inspired by those iconic Barbie dolls, and many of them were, pilot Barbie or Olympic skater Barbie, these fascinating new, like, I can do it, I can be what I dream to be. So this is what the Barbie collection is about. It's about following your dream at any age, at any stage. It's about loving yourself. It's about having the freedom to be who you are unabashedly. And that's what we celebrate today with the Barbie collection. So I thought to myself, I have to design something that represents these feelings of being all you are. And so I came up with, ta-da, the Barbie bubble wrap. Yes, bubble wrap. And you want to poke it because it's got these little bubbles. Inspired by the 60s and all the graphic design and patterns, I thought the bubble stitch was a perfect representation of this. And I dyed up all new colorways for this, which I will show you in a minute. But it's just an adorable little take on a shrug, really, and can't be easier to wear. So here I am, like pinkifying myself even more, and you can just see it on. So, you know, super cute to wear with a dress, with some pants, with some jeans, whatever your heart desires. It is made with merino and mohair blend, which you have seen me talk about this. I call it the Formula One Boboleros yarn. Knit up on a size 13 needle, and literally I cast this on Wednesday night and I was done by Friday. It's, to me, it's so Jetsons a little bit. It's really cute. I have to say, I just love it with all these little waves and the colors. Now, I chose to make this with 4 colors. However, you can do as little as 2 colors. It could be very fun and graphic with just a black and white, a gray and white, and I'll show you some color combinations that maybe might inspire you today. So it's 9 bubbles, and each bubble is only 6 rows. And here's the good part. This is reminiscent of the kind of fabric that you might be familiar with if you've made the Sunday shrug. And the good news here is that there's no purling. Yes, yes. And I have never done the bubble stitch. It is super easy. The pattern will be released this week, and you'll get information on the exact date it's released with all the video tutorials for making the bubble stitch, which, like I'm saying, it's so easy. If I could do it, you can do it. It's really not a big deal, and you only do it one time for every 6-row bubble, and then you move on to the next color. So it's super fun to see how the thing is just going to evolve. And so if you subscribe to the Boboleros newsletter on boboleros.com, you'll be the first to know when the pattern goes live. So yeah, like I said, fast, easy, breezy knit. It has play on all the pinks, and so I used 2 different color pinks in this one. And basically I realized that since I used the hotter pink, I put 3 bubbles in that, then I needed to break into a second skein. Each skein of the bulky weight yarn, it was a combination of bulky weight, and I used my own house brand Boboleros in the Rita Chunky, and that has a little less than 100 yards per 100 grams, about 90, I think. So if you're doing like any 2 colors, just bank that you'll have enough yarn to do like 2 bubbles in that. And because I did the hot pink with 3 bubbles, I had to break into the second skein. So yeah, 9 bubbles, that'll be like, basically you'll need 4 skeins? Yeah, 4 skeins, 4 to 5 skeins. And that's held double with a beautiful brushed mohair. And that's the Vivian brushed mohair from Boboleros. Yeah, can't be more fun. I love it. What do you think, guys? Do you like it? If you notice, the whole Boboleros thing is kind of a little homage to the 60s, which is my favorite decade for fashion. And what I aim to do is make easy, simple to make, simple to wear, usually bulky weight, graphic with the wow factor, which this has. I will say this has the wow factor. And again, I wanted to celebrate the color in this one. But you can feel free to make, like I said, you make it with 3 colors, make it with 2 colors, make it with 9 different colors, make it longer, make it shorter, whatever your heart desires. Why is my mannequin not playing with me today? Mannequin, play. Okay, so let me show you some of the colors for the Barbie collection. I'm so excited. All right, so we've got a lot of party going on here. We've got our Barbie in her little super cool pink sports car. Don't we all want to live the fantasy? Yeah, this is La La Land on hyperdrive, guys. This is hyperdrive. So here are the tonals. Woo! We have over 14 different colorways for this Barbie collection. It is going to be a limited edition. In other words, it's going to be available for a short time, the next couple weeks, and it'll be a dye-to-order event. So a pre-order, which will become available this week. And again, I will give you details when you either on the newsletter and also on Instagram. The newsletter, I encourage you, if you haven't signed up, please do so. If you're interested in any of these colors, I always give a little bit of first dibs to people that are on the newsletter, open up the shop a little earlier to let the people that are on the newsletter have a little gander, just because I honor that. I really appreciate your support. So let me show you the different colors. So we have several tonals. We also have some variegated ones. So let's just get right down to it. Okay, so this is the iconic pink that is the Barbie logo. Okay, and I was just wanting to reproduce that color. So it's very, very hot and very much a pop. So this one is called Iconic Pink. And another pink that we have is this one. And this one is called Gingham Pink. And if you have seen the trailer for the Barbie movie, you might have seen the lead, Margot Robbie, wearing a pink and white gingham dress. And this is inspired by that dress. It's a light pink. So even if you were interested in making like just the bubble wrap in just 2 pinks, like how cute would that be? So anyway, you can't have Barbie without pink. That's what I say. So another one is Aqua. And Aqua, again, is inspired by the Barbie logo because it's the hot pink against the aqua, and I really wanted to represent that in the collection. So okay, so that's what we've got so far. This one I love. This one is just absolutely so much fun. So this is called Crystal Fantasy Purple, and it sort of is my fantasy color. Like there's something in my dress that kind of is similar to this, which is why I wore it. This might be my favorite color of all, and it's a kind of pinkish purple. I don't even know how to describe it. It's more like a periwinkle purple. It's gossamer. It's just really has such an amazing I don't even know, it looks like flowers. It's just so beautiful. And this is it on the brushed mohair. And so these two go so nicely. And by the way, I'm going to have many bases available. So it's going to be everything from fingering, DK, a boucle DK, a brushed mohair, which translates into a DK. Also, Surrey alpaca, which is a fingering, and the Rita chunky, a DK, a regular DK weight. All the bases are on the website. And yeah, so there's so many to choose from for, you know, so many different projects. We have the fall just around the corner. The DK weight with these different colors would be wonderful to make some sort of color work sweater from. But look at this. This is such a deep, 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 beautiful blue. And this one is called Pilot. And the reason is that I was studying all the historical Barbies, and it was just so cool to see how they rendered with the clothes and the fashion. And of course, when we think about the Barbie clothes, we're just always aware of how much they influenced the world of fashion. And so there was in the 70s, there was Pilot Barbie. Yeah, she was flying planes and she was amazing. And so here is Pilot with the crystal purple fantasy color. And that was the two colors that she had in her uniform. I mean, how fun. Can you imagine that? Like even in some color work, sweater, Sunday shrug. This is a combo that I think would be so amazing in a Sunday shrug. Okay, here's another one. Blue Starlight. Blue Starlight Barbie. It's a kind of sort of Mediterranean blue. Different than the aqua blue. But look at how nicely they work together. Wow. Wow. I love these two. Again, color work, gorgeous two color, even in this, right? I mean, so many things you could do. You could go with these three in the bubble wrap, right? Okay, here we go. I have to like keep track of all the names. Oh, okay. This I love. Barbie's roller skate. That's from the movie. And like if you've seen the trailer, Barbie and Ken are on rollerblades, and they have like these coolest, wildest outfits on. And if you look at their rollerblade, it's this color yellow, actually with the iconic pink. That's the roller skate. So, oh my gosh. Like how fun are these two for like, again, a shrug situation. I just like, every time I see these, I'm like, there's so many things to knit, so little time. Okay, this is Sun Jewel Lime, which I used in this shrug. So the colors that I used in this are the iconic pink, this sun-kissed Sun Jewel Lime, I have to know my names, Blue Starlight Barbie, and the lighter pink, which is the gingham. So yeah, these are so much fun. So this is how aqua looks in mohair, just to give you an idea, and the Blue Starlight Barbie. Okay, like I said, all of these will be available on all the bases. So there's so many, they're like falling out. But just to give you an idea, here they are. Here they are. Happy little babies. Okay, so lest you think that there's nothing but brights here, we do have a few neutrals in addition to white and black. So we have available black, which is I call coal. So that's, you know, constant thing on the Bobolero's site, and also natural. So beautiful white, creamy white. But let me show you a couple of other neutrals, which I think are just so much fun. So this is part of the Malibu Barbie collection. Okay, so hold on, because I have my names here and I'm looking for my names. Where did I put my names? Oh, here they are. Okay. I can't keep track of the names. Okay. Look at these two together, first of all. I mean, when I say they have a glow, they have a glow. So this one is inspired by Malibu Barbie. So Sun Gold Malibu Barbie. Look at this. Okay, I gotta hold it next to the light. It is just the most interesting kind of putty, heathered gray. It's even hard to describe this color because it's neither a gray nor is it a brown. I don't know. It's just amazing. It's like, this is the next thing I'm knitting. It is a shrug, a Sunday shrug with these two. And this is Peaches and Cream Barbie. Together, heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. Let me show you in Rita Chunky. Like I said, it's like there's shades in here that are so interesting. And here we go. This is the Sun-Kissed Malibu in mohair. And together, this is, sorry, that skein came apart and I'm dropping skeins all over the place. But there you go. There you go. That's the combo. That's a beautiful combo. And for you guys that love yourselves some speckled, some variegation, well, there are 5 variegated colors. And oh my gosh, they are really some of my favorites. Okay. All right, here we go. And I've got my names here, so I got to take it one by one. Okay. Perfume Pretty Barbie. This is the most, and I don't know how it's registering right now in terms of like the colors, but it's like a very soft, baby soft. This is a good example right now with the light. A very soft pink, sort of like the balloons in the back. Very soft pink, and I don't know if you could see, but a little bit of variegation. The softest yellows, a little hints of sky blue peeping out like there, you see? And I'll show you a sample that I'm working on right now with this in it. So anyway, it's just lovely. This is in the Surrey alpaca, and it's like buttery soft. Okay, next we have, oh, okay, Glitter Beach. I've been posting this a lot on Instagram, and yeah, it's a hit. People love this color. It's, oh my God, it is just such joy in a skein. The hot pinks, the yellow, the soft pinks, the aqua blue pops. Occasionally you'll see a little touch of like a green pop through or a little purple pop through, like here. You see, it's just, and this is on the boucle, and it's, look at that. It's just so gorgeous, I have to say. It came out so nicely. I'm just so happy with this Glitter Beach. It's like a mimosa. Okay, onwards. All right, this one, live action. Okay, I saw the picture of live action Barbie. I think she was from the 80s. Oh my gosh. Like, so way cool. So in this one, the base color is more like this purplish pink. And then you've got interesting variegation. So you've got some, in addition to the pinks, you've got a little bit of orange flavor peeping through, a little light blue, and it's just, again, it's so cool to see how these colors emerge. And the way I did it wasn't to like say, oh, I want to match the skein to that Barbie. It was kind of an impression. I had like a palette in my head of what I consider, impressions from Barbie over the years. And so I didn't want to follow the template verbatim and see a picture of a classic Barbie and say, oh, I'm reproducing that color. I wanted it to be organic. And you guys know that I don't often release collections. And the reason is that I want to be 100% inspired when I do this, because this is an expression of joy, and it's usually an energetic impulse stemming from the excitement for, that particular collection or that particular gesture. And in this case, it was the energy of that film and getting in on that excitement. And that just started to speak to me on a deep level. And so when I saw that these colors coincide with live action Barbie, I was like, yeah, I knew there had to be a Barbie out there that incorporated all these colors. So yeah, that's how I do things. And I'm an impulsive person, so I don't meditate for very long on something. Like the idea will come and I catch it and I go. And it happened with this too. It's like this week I really thought, like Sunday, I thought I should kind of, I feel like making a pattern for something else. I had no idea what. And by Tuesday, the idea came. And so I don't know how it comes. Even when I'm in the dye pots, I really don't know how a lot of this happens. I just kind of go with the flow. And it's just so exciting to see what happens. So I keep myself as open to the process as possible. These are one of the things I try not to over control, because, it's just meant to be fun. And I hope that registers to you too, that when you work with this yarn, that you feel that spontaneity and that joy and that freedom of expression. And yeah, doing this yarn has come into my life a little less than a year ago, at a time where I really needed this outlet without even knowing it. So I try to maintain that freshness with all these colorways. So yeah, live action Barbie. And then we have Olympic skater Barbie. Yeah. Olympic skater Barbie. All the blues, the purples, the yellows. Again, I knew that Barbie had to have some sort of iteration with these colors all together. And so when I saw the Olympic skater outfit, I said, oh, there it is. There it is. But for you guys I just want to wear this as a necklace. Can we just use skeins as necklaces? Why not? I just love the way that kind of purple comes through with the aqua. You have a little bit of lime going on here, and like the yellow and a little bit of orange. It just so much fun. All right, so that was Olympic skater Barbie. And last but not least, possibly my favorite, Barbie Dream House. Now, this is like everything Barbie in one skein. The base is natural white, and then on top you have just this fantastic, the iconic pink. You have the blue, the aqua blue. You have also that pop of yellow, just like in the roller skate. And it's just fun, fun, fun. What I could envision for this is in fingering. I could envision socks. I could envision a beautiful fingering weight sweater. You could hold it double. You could even include one skein of the Surrey alpaca and make it into a sweater that I am making right now, which is the hug sweater. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that pattern. You can make a ranunculus. Imagine the ranunculus in this. In any case, it's like so much fun. So that's the collection, guys. I'm so happy with it. Iconic in the Vivian brushed mohair, iconic in the gingham pink, and here you have it in that lime. Again, all the colors featured here. And last thing I want to share with you is my work in progress, which is actually using one of the colorways here, which, oh my goodness, again, is the Glitter Beach. And I'm putting that together with Perfume Pretty. So those two together. So I'm using the Perfume Pretty in the alpaca. And so that's, again, a fingering weight. And one strand of this in the boucle. So this is the Glitter Beach with the Perfume Pretty. And this I just started knitting. And yeah, here is the, yeah, this is the collar. I think I'm going to do like a fold collar. I'm not sure yet. You know, I'm kind of like, I'm improvising off of a couple of patterns right now. The fancy sweater, which I just finished. Ooh, I got some stitches off. So I'm sort of like improvising on that one. I'm improvising on the Weekender. So, sorry, that's just my chair. Making all sorts of noise. So anyway, it's just so fun to see how this is working up. And it's so buttery soft and it's just so much fun. So yeah, this is just going to be like just a great kind of straight up sweater, simple sweater, but one of those that you could wear all year round. And you know what? When the cold weather comes, and I'm dropping a stitch here, when the cold weather comes, we want to have that color happy joy fest going on. At least I do. It like helps keep me happy, right? Because sometimes those late fall, you know, you get those shorter days and you need to have color. So I think don't shy away from color. Color is life. Color is joy. Color is vibration. Even when I was dyeing these up, like I have to say, I was kind of like so jacked up on all the color. I was so hyper. It just was like an energy jolt. Or sometimes you want all the colors at once and then party on with these. So anyway, thank you for letting me share. I just really enjoy sharing all this color, and I hope that it brings you happiness. So if you are interested in any of these colors for the limited edition Barbie collection, again, stay tuned. Please sign up for the newsletter on boboleros.com. This week will be a week, I'll just say, of a lot of surprises, a lot of announcements, a lot of, you know, like, okay, we're ready, it's live, and it's available. But you have to be on the newsletter to know, okay? So all you have to do is just leave your email, and yeah, again, boboleros.com. And yeah, and like I said, it's going to be up on pre-order for a short time. You know, the movie is coming out on the 21st of July. So my idea is to run the pre-order around that, like until that premiere of the movie time or a little bit beyond, and then it'll be gone. And then I'll dye it all up and you guys will have it, you know, just in time for your, you know, not late summer, but, you know, I'll send it out to you as soon as I get all the orders together. And yeah, you know, you'll be knitting up in August and into the fall. And I would love to see and know what you are planning on making. And again, this pattern also will be released this week. For one last moment, so you could see it. And yeah. And with that, I wish you a Barbie. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to talk about the giveaway. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. Here it is. Here's the giveaway prize. All right. So the giveaway prize is your choice of any one skein of this collection, from this collection. Any base that you like, you got it. Fingering, go for it. DK, go for it. You want to try a boucle, you want the tonals, if you'd rather have one of the variegated ones, no problem. Your choice, but you do have to answer this one question. I saw this thing, by the way, highly recommended. Architectural Digest did a haul back behind the scenes of the set of how they designed the dream house, and it was so detailed. Oh my goodness. And they were talking about all the pinks and how there are just so many different pinks in the movie and how they developed this whole palette. It was very fascinating. If I find the link, I will include it below. And they really spared no detail. And even one of the fun things I love, also the director was saying about when she was a kid and she used to get a Barbie, and Barbie was behind that plastic film of the, you know, container, and like she just wanted to like go through and touch it. So when they came up with in the dream house, I think what happens is when Barbie gets dressed, she stands in front of this like plastic wardrobe door and sees what's there, and it's all like, it's not hanging on hangers, it's all like pinned there, and she basically like just says, I don't know what she does. Does she blink like a genie? I'm not sure, but like suddenly all the clothes are on her with all the accessories the same way that they're pinned in the package. So I just love the details. Like they just spared no expense with the details. So anyway, it's a bit of nostalgia. I mean, heck, when you get to be as old as I am, you kind of start living in nostalgia. I'm at that point where I'm like, yeah, I remember the 80s, you know, and I'm swooning. So I think that's kind of like a thing that happens. So just going with it. All right. So on that note, thank you so much. I hope you have a fabulous week. Again, subscribe to boboleros.com just to get all the latest updates, because it's going to be a big week with patterns and yarns and fun stuff. And I can't wait to see you all again real soon. And also stay tuned to Instagram, where I'll be posting a lot of stuff in depth about the yarns and like the fun stuff of the Barbie. And I apologize if I've gone on and on too long about the yarn today, but I'm just super excited to share this collection with you and just wanted to share the process and the thoughts behind it. Okay, so have a great week. See you real soon. Bye.